7. Mustang Knights Dragon 60.
Now looking to throw. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And the Lions have a first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They are throwing it again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Hey, smash Bronco! Hey!
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Ready,
so gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They bring Thomas in motion. 2nd down pass play coming. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
He'll air it out on 3rd. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The 2nd drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or can they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Breaks the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They go play action on 1st down. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up 2nd down. He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Got to help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
He's going to throw again on 2nd down. It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. He's not going to get any further after that catch. Tackle made at the 29-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Jaguars have a 1st down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Holding offside. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. So no initial clapback, at least not immediately. Going to have to play from a deficit for at least a little while as that opening drive stalls out.
And your hope here offensively is that deficit remains unchanged when you get the ball back the next time, because you do not want to be looking 2 scores down to start this one out.
Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this punt is out of bounds with no chance at a return. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 30. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll send him over right. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's Gibbs out of the backfield. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Come on, 19, 18, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Throwing from the gun here. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down from the 42.
Dragon 6, 7, 18, Pioneer.
Looking to throw here. And this one is launched downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Jaguars nothing.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. One quarter down, a lot more ahead here in Super Bowl 64. The Lions out in front. More from Minneapolis right after this. Second quarter about set to begin. Welcome back, everybody, to Super Bowl 64. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pass complete to Campbell. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now again running right. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing from the gun. In the hands of Thornton, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
So first down from the 41. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pull his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They're throwing it. Fits it through the middle. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Back to throw. Caught near the goal line. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars making a one-score game in the first half. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
14, Jaguars 7. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Go. Past the 60. Past the 60.
Airing it out to start this drive. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Not a whole lot to speak of here, partner. 2-yard gain at most. It's 2nd down.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Setting up to throw. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a 1st down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
Ooh, almost a throw that cost him. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Completed to his running back. And he's short of first after a mild gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Lions in the nickel. This is 3rd down. He's going to throw it. Hauled in by Arroyo on the right side. And they bring him down around the 34. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
A throw here on first. He's got it near the 8. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
19 more yards.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the
First
snap.
and goal at the 5-yard line.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first.
Second and goal.
As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
And the Lions
Working on first down. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Finds a man right side. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Second and 3 now.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go now. 19 lock. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
They bring Thomas in motion. Looking for a pass on second and short. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And the Jaguars are able to take the interception up to their own 35-yard line. Well, we all remember they were able to turn that first interception into a touchdown, and now they get a chance to do it again.
Yeah, takeaways are A1. We know that. Every defensive preaches it, but when you could score off those turnovers, points off takeaways, that often leads to huge results for your team.
Throwing now on first down. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Terrion Arnold has it.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back basically to where we were 2 snaps ago, but with a whole lot of excitement in between.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Ready?
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Detroit calls timeout. It's seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Come on. 60 Eagles, 6, Cup 19, 79, Panther 11, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw now. Lasers this one deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a third one's coming at some point.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
Let's go. Ready.
Looking in the air here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on third downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick, but let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
Here we go.
Back to work after throwing the pick. That's completed right side. Hit almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. We've set it downs from the 37. To throw here on first down. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Right at the gut. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get on it there, and he did. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. Making some progress here. And in great shape after that return. He's across the 35 before going out.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Long back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They give it to him again. drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Kirby Joseph up for the stop.
Joseph on the stop. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. Keeps on moving into the red zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville! The Jaguars grow the lead coming out of halftime. They're in a close game. They needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores. It makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars make it a 10-point ball game.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Motioning left is Thomas. Back to throw on 1st and 10. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Get some space around midfield. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 12. And the Lions first down.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Back to pass on 1st and 10. The screen here for Gibbs. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Got it. Ready?
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Ready? Go.
Throwing it again here. This one falls incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Throw here, 3rd down. It's his running back. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready?
We've set it downs from 37.
Get up. Ready?
Still sticking with the passing game. He just throws this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball stays at that 37 here, 2nd and 10.
Ready? Ready?
From the gun, here's a handoff. able to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
On the ready.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Seven Pirates. Ready.
Third and long for him here. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Kicker's got to be a little bit like quarterbacks, Kate, every once in a while. When a QB throws a pick, you got to flush it. When a kicker gets one blocked earlier in the game, you got to do the same thing. You got to flush it, trust your fundamentals, and deliver as he just did.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10. Drives quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll go play action. Wow, wide open here, complete. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. A big 34-yard pickup there. That's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
On first down, they'll run. And he only manages one. A couple of defenders there to bring him down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the well again. Ooh, got him close to the line of the game. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's caught. Here's Arroyo. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
At the 18-yard line.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary?
Brings up
That's
second
it.
and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
Dropping back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
They'll air it out on third. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the third. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
17. Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the jump.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Come on. Set.
To Slaw, the man in motion. Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster.
Intended for Isaac.
He was hoping to get it to Isaac to Slaw there. So it'll be second
Brings
down.
up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Ready? Big Lion.
Pass play now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Isaac to Slaw.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
6. And it's
Third down from the gun. That's complete to Slaw. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
First down.
So Super
Detroit.
Bowl 64, end our season, down to one last quarter. It's Lions football, some ground to make up if they want that title.
Ready?
All set to go now from the 35.
Here we go. Set. Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Go.
Sticking to the air here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
He's
Isaac.
looking Isaac to Slaw's way. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
At the 35-yard
Timing is
line.
everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10.
19, 60 Bobcats, 79 Broncos, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. Check out.
He's going to throw it again. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two.
He's got it inside the 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
18, 5 in.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
Second and goal coming up from the 7.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco 80.
They look to throw. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions now within one score in the fourth. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
And now the Lions lining up for a very important two-point drive.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it in the end zone for 2, and that's going to chip away a little bit of that deficit.
Jaguars 31.
Well, Brock, you're uncertainly an option as they lined up for 2, but as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. They'll come out throwing. Short pass Bryant. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45.
Jaguars.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
45-yard line.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go now.
Trying the right side. Dropped by the first guy he met. No down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He's dropping back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down.
Here we go, set. 70, go.
To the air on third and long. Completed to his running back. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Go! Viking 18.
Here's the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line. Second down.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Another carry for it. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. A strong 9-yard effort there, Brock, and it brings up 3rd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19. Let go.
They're just going to let the clock run out and take this delay. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. That was the wrong time to lose track of the play clock. They need 6 now on third down. He'll throw it. Complete. Oh, he lost the football. And the Lions have recovered it. Well, he was fighting off defenders, trying for the extra yards. You understand it, but might have been what cost him and opened the door for that fumble.
Okay, you and I both know this game has changed so much in our lifetimes. It's evolved in so many different ways. But I promise you, you can go back to the 60s, the 70s, and many of these fumbles occur just like that. You break one tackle, you let up just a little bit, and that next guy comes home and delivers the devastating blow.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Man in motion here. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Gets him downfield. This is Thomas. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that is good for Detroit first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage is waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
So still 10 to go on second from the 33-yard line.
Ready, go.
Throwing from the gun here. Fits it through the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a first down.
On the play. First down, Detroit.
A give now from the gun. And it's a gain of 5 as we've reached our 2-minute warning. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Back to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He's looking Isaac to Slaw's way. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Come on. Set. Bronco 80.
Throwing now. Nice man, Thomas has it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good for Detroit first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
60 Eagles.
Setting up to pass. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's first and 10. Here he is to throw. It's inside the 10. This one's caught. And he's done a decent gain before being brought down.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Offensive line, this is second and 4.
Back. 70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
He'll look to throw it. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars make the play that should win them this game. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. That play straight ahead. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
And 11.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Running right side. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And with 4 seconds remaining, they're going to take a timeout.
Brings up 3rd.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd. He's drawn up for him. And Duval is going to get loud and stay loud. The Jacksonville Jaguars are Super Bowl champions. This is what we all hope every year when we get to this point, Brock. We hope for the drama. We hope that the game lives up to the big stage that it was played on. Close at the end. Really just 1 or 2 moments in there that decided who was going to be the team waiting to receive the trophy.
Yeah, you just feel, don't you, Kate, that every single bit of that Lombardi trophy had to be earned here tonight. But not just tonight, not over these 60 minutes, It was every practice throughout the season, every tough battle they fought on Sundays from September to January, battle-tested. It was all that work that made them capable of earning the championship tonight.
So that is a wrap. Another memorable NFL season in the books for our entire team here at EA Sports. For my partner, Brock Hewitt here, our fellow commentators, Brandon and Charles, Mike and Greg, I'm Kate Scott saying thanks for watching. We cannot wait to catch y'all again next season. Until then, good night, everybody, from the Super Bowl.
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm mocking, stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get it clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as divider, I'm from the bottom, no treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way